What is it? Bye now. Hello there. Goodbye. Bye for now.
You did well defeating Varuna and deploying the barrier. It's a shame Harriet had to stay on Omega to keep the barrier running. She was probably right about the barrier not being as dramatic a success as it was on Harukotan. Plus, Huey's reports from the front suggest we're not putting up much of a fight. We're badly outgunned.
We've been stuck in tactical retreat mode all this time, though. Any win we can achieve would be a breath of fresh air.
Since the barrier went up, Shiva's been pulling back her forces and amassing them around the mothership.
She's practically daring us to attack, but she can just keep on churning out more forces, so we can't just leave her be.
Exactly. All that's left is an all-out, do-or-die battle. One last fight for the sake of our universe. For Earth. For Omega. For all of existence. Send the order to gather as soon as we're ready. Until then, everyone, keep your spirits up.
Oh, is that Regius and Alma?
The next battle holds great significance to those of us privileged to be in Arcs. We simply cannot fail.
You hit the nail on the head there. If we manage to lose this one, we stand to lose everything.
I'll go into this battle willing to give up my life, if that's the cost of defending Arcs. Though it matters little whether I'm willing, when it seems all but bound to happen.
I hear you. And I know you, Reggie. You haven't changed. So I know there's no point trying to stop you.
It does pain me greatly to know that I may in fact fall before I can make good on my vow to you. But if that must be, it must be. We old soldiers are here to pave the way to a brighter future, even if we are not meant to see it. I only hope you are able to see for yourself the future that we build. Consider that the very last request of this feckless old man, who couldn't even manage to deliver on one promise.
I wish you wouldn't tell yourself that, Reggie. You've kept that promise more than well enough. I wish you could know how full my heart is. You may not see me, but our hearts are still connected. So enough of that last request nonsense. I don't plan on leaving you all alone.
Report duly received. The results are unfortunate, but there's nothing I can do. Take some time to recuperate. Hello there. Got something on your mind? I just got a report regarding their mission, and unfortunately, the results are less than ideal. They managed to avoid complete extermination, but that may have been their only real success to speak of. When you're sent to the battlefield, there is always the chance something could go awry. You could get injured, or be unable to return. I know that they have accepted the risk, but in the back of my mind, there's always that nagging worry that my orders could lead to disaster. You're absolutely right. Of course, I understand that everyone knows exactly what they signed up for. Even if an order makes sense when it's issued, hindsight being 20/20 means that you sometimes realize there were better options available. Though it pains me to think of those who were hurt, that constant reanalysis is key to devising better and less costly strategies going forward. Ultimately, what we want to achieve is the best survival rate possible for our operatives. Their well-being means everything to me. I am sorry to always ask so much of you, Guardians. This will be the most challenging mission you have faced yet. Please make sure that you come back in one piece. That's not an order. It's my personal wish as your officer. As someone who has known you since you joined ARCS.
Are you sure it's okay for us to talk about going off to goof around at a time like this?
That's right. It's kind of imprudent to think about recreation when the hour of the final battle draws near.
Hey, what's the problem with some kickback? We're all gonna need to get some rest and relaxation if we really want to bring our A-game to the final battle. You're more likely to stumble if you go into battle with your mind somewhere else. Resting up is also part of the job.
I can't argue with that. We should rest in preparation for the battle then. I'm going to turn my brain off for a little bit.
In that case, let's start thinking about where we can go let off some steam!
Hey, you're coming too, right?
You don't even know what we're talking about, do you? You certainly are easygoing.
But I'd be really glad to have you come along!
Now that that's settled, the best spot for a vacation has to be the beach, right? I even bought a new swimsuit.
I've got a bathing suit too. Hey, Azanami, didn't you already have one?
Of course, but how could I not get a new one for our vacay? A new bathing suit's just what my mind, body, and soul need. You two usually wear simple sports swimwear, right? What do you think about maybe trying on some cute bikinis this time?
Huh? No, wait just a second. I don't think something like that would suit me.
I'd be too embarrassed to wear something so revealing.
Come on, don't be such party poopers. Unlocking and challenging new possibilities is essential for a healthy, happy life. Hey, what do you think would best suit these two?
Seriously? I don't think I could handle sexy swimwear. I die of embarrassment.
Oh only people who are sexy in the first place can pull off swimwear like that. Let's leave it at that. But if you really want to see us in something like that, then I guess,
Yeah, if you really insist. But...
Oh, these two are so cute. They're clearly no match for you there, Guardian. The coming battle is going to be an uphill struggle, so everyone's really high-strung. No doubt some think resting is out of the question. But me? I disagree. There's a time to rest and a time to give it your all. Personally, I believe in the healing power of R&R. In any case, being able to go have some fun with you is no doubt what those two are most happy about. So don't go doing anything reckless. We're all looking forward to letting loose with you. Don't disappoint me now.
Oh, there you are. Are you ready? I've already got everything ready here. At long last. You bet! This might be a little sudden, but I've got a question for our two guardians. Huh? What do you want? Question 1. What strategy will our two guardians implement into their next battle?
Question 1? Patty, I thought you said you only had one question.
So, which one is it? A, we'll defeat Shiva even if it costs us our lives, or B, we're coming home in one piece. If you pick option A, then even if I have to die here.
Hey, what's wrong, Patty?
Well, I was going to say that even if I have to die here, I won't let you go. Isn't self-sacrifice a noble thing?
Why did you just change your mind so quickly?
When facing a strong enemy, you have to give it everything you've got. And when that moment comes, I've got you on lock. Can you dig it?
Unbelievable. How about this, Patty? What's 1 minus 1?
Hey! Don't treat me like an idiot! Everyone knows the answer's 1.
Except everyone knows that the answer is 0.
Oh. Whoops. And so?
What I'm trying to say is that even if you achieve your goal, if someone you care about dies, 1 minus 1 is still 0. Okay, then here's a practical question. What if you achieve your goal and the person you care about comes back to life?
Then the question becomes, what's 1 plus 1? And the answer is 2.
Yes, good job! And that's what I'm trying to say to you both. I think you have to be at peace with the possibility of death. But if all that happens in the end is that we lose you both...
I don't know what 1 minus 2 equals, but I'm sure you get what we're trying to say. Okay, you two, let's hear the answer to the first question. All together now. Right. I promised to come back alive too, no matter what. All right. A promise is a promise. If you guys go back on it, I'm gonna release some serious dirt on you. Huh? What? No way. What dirt could you possibly have on me? Could she be talking about that one time? Or was it that time you and I secretly...
Careful, Matoy! Don't fall for Patty's cheap tricks to make you spill the beans!
I would be grateful if you could give me some tips for the future.
Oof, that's a tough one. Hey, Ulk, are you the one who egged Io on?
My reputation precedes me. I'm just saying Io's also interested. And your life as a newlywed, that is.
So that's why she said she wanted to sit down and talk over coffee then. Oh, hey, maybe you can tell these two that this is not the time or place to have this discussion? Ouch, stabbed in the back? Don't you start too?
Echo, you've got it all wrong. This is all for the benefit of the future.
What does my marriage with Zeno have to do with the future? Are you sure you don't have some admiral work to be doing?
I've pretty much finished everything I need to do in my capacity as Admiral. All that's left is to wait for the final showdown. There's no sense in continuing to flail around at this point. Right now, we have far more important things to consider.
Right now, we have...
Things to consider?
Yes, I'm talking about the future. We have to think about what happens when everything is finally over and we have peace. We won't be fighting some all-powerful enemy. From here on, we'll be fighting to maintain a peaceful world. So that we don't forget this all-important goal, we must consider what comes after peace. Don't you think that's important?
It certainly is. I'm so used to just thinking of fighting as a means of ridding us of Fallspawn.
I see what you're saying. We will have to fight for a peaceful future.
And that's why I want to hear about your newlywed life. As you embark on the exciting journey that is a life of matrimony.
Come on, Echo. I've never known anything about marriage, and I can't even begin to imagine what it entails.
Okay, fine. I doubt I can give you the answers you're looking for, but what do you want to know?
Could I ask a question? I've always been really interested in, what exactly does it feel like when the person you love loves you back?
Mutual love is about... How should I put it? It's kind of hard to put into words. You feel at ease, like you're wrapped in a comfy blanket. You're swaddled in the trust between you and your partner. Before we got married, I was really nervous. I wondered if Zeno would even make it back. When he vanished, I tried to stay positive. But when we got married, I started to realize that I have to trust Zeno, and my nervousness completely disappeared.
Listen carefully now, Io. You're starting to get into some pretty mushy territory here.
You're the ones that asked. Can you believe this? This is how you treat me for being honest? I shouldn't have said anything.
Alright, I should probably go and visit Theo before the final showdown. See you later!
Yeah, I want to go see how Zeno's doing. See you two later.
Hey, boss. If you've got a bit of time, could we maybe talk just a little bit over more tea? Or something?
Oh, you'll be marching right into the lion's den soon enough, right? Are you all ready?
We'll be deploying as well. We were just heading out now to our strategy session.
Hey! Huey!
Hey there, Claris Craze. It's been a while.
Aren't you supposed to be on Duskia along with Sarah?
Well, I've got to come back to resupply and report sometime. I'm only here for a bit.
And who are you?
Pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Phaleg Ives. It's nice to meet you.
Ah, so you're that fiend they told me about. Sorry if I was a bit hostile just now.
Not at all. I should be the one apologizing for startling you. I sensed a strong aura gathering in this area and came to see what was going on. Now I see it was you. We've already repelled the invaders from Earth. The Mother Corps are currently mopping up, so I imagine things are well under control. That aside, that menacing aura I felt from you, you've really got quite an air about you. It was truly magnificent.
I noticed that you didn't give an inch even when I turned to you. You're clearly no greenhorn.
I am honored by your kind words. Perhaps you would also kindly honor me with a bout of sparring.
You mean a one-on-one fight? Definitely. It would be a good warm-up for the battle ahead.
Oh, a duel? You guys are going to have a duel? In that case, I'll join you too.
Council of Six versus the Fiend. That should really get the blood pumping. Claris Craze, prepare immediately.
Okay, got it.
That's right. Sorry. The higher-ups are calling me too. Let's leave the sparring for another day.
Well, that's a shame. But you have a point. We can revisit the idea the next time we meet.
We're really not going to do it?
Not right now. All right, let's head out. Come, Claris Craze.
It's good to see you two. Wait, where's Homa?
Seems she has her own matters to take care of. Everything is in place. It's time for our final showdown with the Photoners. With Shiva, goddess of annihilation. We have but only one goal. To find Shiva at the core of the mothership and defeat her.
And our strategy couldn't be clearer. Concentrate on one point and break through with a blitzkrieg strike.
To be fair, given how outnumbered we are, that's essentially our only option.
We're mobilizing the full might of ARCs and calling in all AIS units to break through to the mothership.
All of that basically comes down to a feint. Our best chance really lies with you, Guardians. Barrier or no barrier, Shiva is in a whole different class. None of our everyday ARCs ops cut it. We'll pour our entire force into this feint and lure the enemy away, letting you and Matoy get to work.
And on that point, listen up, you two. On your way to the core, even if you see an allied unit in trouble, you keep marching on.
Right. We're all disposable. Nothing is as vital as you keeping up your momentum.
Disposable?
Everyone, even the Six, is there to make sure you get where you need to go. And they all understand that. If we don't stop Shiva, ARCS is finished. We can't afford to worry about what or who it costs us. You understand?
Logically, yes, but...
Trust me. I know full well you two would never agree to this willingly. And you are our guardians, after all. No one in this fleet could give you orders. But keep this in mind. If we lose here, it means the end of, well, everything. If Shiva lives, our future dies. It's in your hands, Guardians.
Are you sure this is the mothership? It's nothing like what we knew at all.
We're still scanning inside of the ship. Its structure certainly has changed a lot.
What kind of guest just goes in and rearranges someone's entire house?
Despite the changes in layout, we've managed to pinpoint the biggest energy signatures.
That must be Central Command.
Exactly. And they're just sitting there quietly, not even budging, as if everything's as it should be. Even with the barrier up, Shiva's power still seems to be growing. Or they could very well be storing up power to intercept you. You must get to the core as quickly as possible.
Watch out! It looks like you'll run into lots of Photoner troops on the way. Seems like they haven't left any openings.
The other ARCSOPs who have successfully broken through are on their way to provide backup. Let them clear the way, while you focus on getting straight to the core. And remember, we're counting on you.
Why do there have to be so many of them here? Right when we're trying to hurry.
Come to me, Blade of Genesis. I see I made it in time.
Radius!
We are currently maintaining radio silence, so as not to give away our positions to the enemy. So I've few details to offer.
If we wait here, would we be able to rendezvous with the others?
Not necessarily. I was only able to meet with you because my entry point just so happened to be close by, oddly enough. The others could be anywhere. Our best hope of meeting them is to press toward our common goal, the core. But listen, don't forget. Our goal here is not to reconvene with our allies. It is to defeat Shiva. These Ars operatives and we six, including me, are here for no other purpose but to deliver them to the core. That is the mission we were given. Our future hinges on this battle. Do not forget your true objective. And yet, your very willingness to choose what you think is right is what has guided us to this point. That is also true. It has yielded results beyond even Shao's calculations, and saved many lives. So let me be so bold as to say, do what you feel is right. And whatever you decide, whatever you do, you will have my blade behind you. I swear it.
Completed! Your Majesty, code 999.
to be just through here.
This layout looks familiar. I believe you're right. But
enemy reinforcements! Too many of them!
at least this all but confirms that the core lies just beyond. Hear me, Guardians. You two must press on. It is my duty to guide you through this moment. Good. So be it. You must not forget what all of Arcs are striving for. Shiva awaits within. Defeat her. That is the only objective that truly matters. I will see you through to that point. That is Arc's objective. The one we are all more than ready to stake our lives on. So go forth, Guardians, bearers of our future hopes. Let our foes break themselves here upon this old soldier!
Radius, no!
Come now. Manifestations of the Photonner's malice. You and I are relics of the same sordid past. You will not stand in the way of the future. No, relics is too kind to you. You are no more than lumps of spite, stains on this world. So never fear, I will wash you all away. Take a final look around our tomb. Come to me, Blade of Genesis!
Oh, have you finally arrived? How long did you intend to keep a goddess waiting, Guardians?
We're going to take you down with everything we have, once and for all, for the sake of everyone who got us here!
What a pity. You've come so far to get here. Surely you don't need to rush headlong into death right away.
Wait, the barrier! Did it fail?
Oh no. Your little barrier is working. My power has most certainly weakened. Mitra's concerns were well-founded. Quite a trick, deploying a barrier across the whole of space from an alternate dimension. And if I were some rank-and-file soldier, I imagine it would weaken me by fully half. Perhaps you just might have had an inkling of a chance. But for someone with the might of 1,000 soldiers, missing half of one is but a mere drop in the ocean. Enough of that. Wouldn't you like to see how the friends you've abandoned are faring? I can show you.
appears we're well and truly boxed in.
They sure brought out the welcome wagon. Kinda makes you proud to see how many we've lured here, though, doesn't it?
I seem to recall that some time ago we stayed behind in danger, just to let the others get to safety.
Now here we are, posing as enemy lightning rods so the others can get in. Never a dull moment, huh? Sorry about this, Kasra. Seems like we draw the short straw every time you get paired with me.
Perish the thought. All is forgiven. As long as you don't try to shoulder the whole burden yourself this time. If that happened again, I fear your dear wife might finally murder me.
She just might. Incoming!
Zig is cutting corners.
You might be asking too much of it there, Miss Maria. You're pushing yourself a tad too far.
Ha! You're one to talk.
Time to burn!
You're gasping for air.
Then that's something we've got in common, Miss Maria. But waving the white flag just isn't an option.
Quite right. Not as long as Shiva still breathes. So it's up to us to try and dam this river of incoming enemies until they can manage that.
Our weapons might shatter. Our bodies might break. But you'll never break through here.
Forgive me, Blade of Genesis. This could have turned out differently if I could only wield you better. I have much to learn. But we're in this boat together. So do keep me company until I join you in coming apart. I have need of you yet. Ark's hopes rest entirely on this very battle. If I fall here, and join those who fell 40 years ago building our foundation, I will be satisfied.
And there you have it. So many people believing in you and spilling their blood, sweat, and tears for nothing. Isn't it laughable? To throw their lives away, reaching for a hopeless, impossible victory. And look at you two, faced with the depths of your inferiority, and still thinking you might have a prayer.
Has all your history not taught you that your lust for chasing the impossible is the root of your kind's troubles? Ridiculous. Hopeless fools, each and every one of you. Well, I suppose we should begin. I'll have to crush you, just a tad extra, in Mitra's and Varuna's place. Now, go on and twist in utter despair, shrieking with regret as you die, and learn how deep down the darkness goes.
Emergency! Code! Q!
This ends here!
There will be no mercy. Now perish. You cling to life with most unbecoming desperation. Still hanging on, I see. I will give you this much. Your sense of duty is strong. It's gone like this from the beginning, hasn't it? The two of you always thwarted my expectations, clinging to shreds of hope. And so I've come to think, what a waste it would be to simply shatter you, the vessel of the universe.
What do you mean?
The likes of you two are wasted on arcs. Won't you join me instead?
What?
I'll even forgive this violence. Wipe your slates clean. Your lives will be safe with me. It just so happens I'm looking for replacements for Mitra and Varuna. A fine deal, wouldn't you say?
How dare you toy with us?
Oh, this is no toy. Simply a well-timed proposal, I would think. I came to the realization that you would make apt allies, and having shown you where you stand, I am negotiating, going through all the proper steps, as it were. Think now, does Arx truly deserve your absolute and undivided loyalty? Is Oracle worthy of your protection? Wasn't it your very own overseer who, when you were listlessly turning toward the darkness, made the cold and calculated choice to cut you down? It was your own sweat and toil that pulled you from that disaster unscathed. Sole credit lies with you alone. And what did Arx do? Nothing but sit back and watch. Nothing but abandon you. And make no mistake. Eventually, they will shun and reject you. They will grow fearful of how powerful you two are. No, they won't, I suppose you're thinking. Of course you are. But their own history tells all. This living witness right here can testify as much. Your kind are unseemly to the last. They won't? Think again. We are more powerful than they could ever be, We need not bind ourselves, ever, to their faulty logic. Surely you must agree, Guardians. Do you not see that it's the universe, not Arcs, that deserves your protection? Do the two of you not simply want to protect one another?
You're wrong.
Oh, pray tell.
Without Arcs, we wouldn't be here now. Without everyone, we'd have no future.
Is that your answer? Even knowing that in the future they may cast you out?
It doesn't matter. That future would still deserve to exist.
Soft to a fault, aren't you? Did you plan all of this around me failing? How lucky Arcs is to have you. Truly. I am Shiva, goddess of annihilation. I am one with the profound darkness, and I am the demise of all history. This universe must perish. Photons must be wiped out. Vessel of the universe, you, all of Arcs, and this present time will now face annihilation.
Is this the end? Well, I think we've fought enough time. At least we haven't fought in vain. If we help lay a path toward the future, then what have we to fear? But, oh, Alma, if I could have one wish granted, it would be to see you again one last time. If only I could have just one mere wish. It can't be. Yonohate?
Come on, Reggie. You're not callous enough to have forgotten about me, are you?
Forget you. I could never, Alma.
I'm sorry this took so long, Regius. But you don't have to be alone anymore. I'll be right here, by your side. That promise might have been too much for one person alone. But with the two of us side by side, I know we can make it happen.
That we can. It's time for us to defend Arcs. Let us finish this, Alma. Let the world bend to our will.
Maria. We've got company. What was that?
Phew, he's still alive?
Clara's craze. And Sarah. How?
Maria, you should be leaving the hard work to the spring chickens.
What are all of you doing here?
Did you think we were gonna just sit on our hands when we heard what a big mess you were in? What's the deal? Not letting us in on this? Trying to distance us or something? Well, I'm sure that must have been part of Xiao's plan, but...
Here we go! Now this is what I'm talking about.
Now just a moment, you bunch of upstarts, you can't charge in! That was the jolt I needed, how about you, Huey?
Of course!
Prepare to fall laboriously unbroken!
Awaken now! Forum the Destroyer!
What the hell's going on?
I should have guessed. The rescue is appreciated, but a little sooner might have been better. Kuna?
I didn't come here just to bail your ass out. This is all just a part of the plan.
Honestly, always the slave driver.
Now, just think of it as us being considered the trump cards.
Can it?
Come on, you two. You can have a go at each other some other time.
Zeno, I'm coming to heal you.
Echo, why are you here? Weren't you on standby?
It's all become clear now. This was a blow to throw off the enemy. Isn't that right, Xiao?
Oh, that little brat. Well, feels like the only choice I have now is to play the hero a little more.
I'm with you, oddly enough. Let's show them what the Six are made of. Are you ready, Kuna?
Excuse me. Don't forget I'm part of the Six, too. Now shine, the unseen.
Ring out now, Nanaki the Vigilant!
Behold, Florenberg the Luminous!
Well, what do we do now? Do we push on in after them?
Nah. I think we trust them and fight on out here. Should ease their load a bit. And I know they can do it.
Quite trusting of you.
Well, yeah. That's my mate in there. No one I trust more. We'll handle things out here. Good luck in there, mate.
We've encircled them with a calculated mass of dracolite and ash particles.
Perfect. The stage is set. It's all up to you now, Sukuna Hime.
Without fail!
Was that Ash?
So, the goddess of annihilation isn't immovable after all.
The Ash Maiden of Harukotan. But you are bound to the planet. Why are you here?
I'm just as shocked. I was told they were cunning, but I never expected them to be able to imitate my ash. Alma created a ring of ash, and Shao made a few copies and encircled this slice of space with them. After that, teleporting here was simple. It seems you were too caught up in Ark's all-out offensive to notice. What a shame.
What a delightful set of games you've prepared. But all the plotting in the universe couldn't bridge the chasm between your power and mine. All you've done is give me a little more work. After all, a feeble power such as yours could never seal mine away.
As we well know, which, I think, would lead you naturally to the question, why are we here? It's the Ashen Wind and Dracolite.
This is it. The very last card in my hand. Hurry. All of Ark's might is now in your hands.
I know this terrible power. This awful sight. You fools. Have you not realized? You're repeating the very same mistakes of the Photoners.
This is not a mistake. It is the power we need to stop you.
Then stop me if you can. And learn the inevitable consequence of using that misguided power! I will correct history.
Your Majesty, code you.
Take this! This ends here! Do you honestly think you have a chance? die. This was inevitable. Was that your best? This was inevitable. With most unbecoming desperation. There will be no mercy. You cling to life with most unbecoming desperation. I will correct history. Astounding! Do you honestly think you have a chance? This was inevitable. Do you honestly think you have a chance? Is that your best? Do you honestly think you have a chance? This was inevitable. Is that your best? Do you honestly think you have a chance? Just die then. Take this! I will correct history. Is that your best? best. With most unbecoming desperation. There will be no mercy. I will correct history. Astounding! you have a chance. This was inevitable. Take this! There will be no Take this! You cling to life with most unbecoming desperation. This ends here! You cling to life with most unbecoming desperation. I will correct history.
Your Majesty, code you.
This ends here. Just die. Take this. honestly think you have a chance? This was inevitable. Is that your best? Take this! This ends here! Do you honestly think you have a chance? Do you honestly think you have a chance? Is that your best? Do you honestly think you have a chance? I will correct history. Do you honestly think you have a chance? Is that your best? This was inevitable. Take this! Is that your best? honestly think you have a chance. you have a chance. Is that your best? This world shall end, and photons with it. I will correct history. This was inevitable. Why must you beings refuse to learn from the mistakes of your past? Do you honestly think you have a chance? Why must you resist? This ends here! Is that your best? This was inevitable. Why must humans refuse to learn from the mistakes of your past? Just die. Why must you resist? Take this! This was inevitable. Why must humans refuse to learn from the mistakes of your past? Is that your best? Why must you resist? Just die already. What abhorrent power! Do you honestly think you have a chance? This was inevitable.
Signs of Darkfall's persona have been detected in the task force.
Why must humans refuse to learn from the mistakes of your past? I will correct history. What abhorrent power! Is that your best? Why must you resist? This was inevitable. Allow me to end this terrible power of yours. Be gone, and take your misshapen will with you. Do you you have a chance. Why must you beings refuse to learn from the mistakes of your past? Take this! What abhorrent power! Is that your best? Why must you resist? This was inevitable. Take this! Why must you beings refuse to learn from the mistakes of your past? Why must you resist? Take this! This was inevitable. Allow me to end this terrible power of yours. Be gone, and take your misshapen will with you.